Hey guys, just a quick video. Just wanted to run side by side the same map under the same juice with tier 7, tier 15, tier 16, do the results all on my own character. Basically, if my theory holds true, somewhere we should get somewhere around double the loot in the tier 7, certainly compared to the tier 16. And I'm expecting slightly more in the tier 7 than the tier 14, but the tier 14 shouldn't bring in perfects. The reason we're doing a tier 16 is because we did all our other tests with an irradiated tablet. I'm going to run these with absolutely no juice, and we're going to run the same map every time. That map is going to be Hive. There's some recent testing done. Actually, it was some good testing, and I really did enjoy the video, so I want to give the creator a shout out. His name is Leo's Board, and he made a map called T7 Maps Debunked, and he did a bunch of testing around researchers, and it is actually quite fascinating. He also did some market research and stuff. Yeah, it actually looks like researchers drop a pretty consistent amount of currency items, no matter the level. And he's drawn some conclusions around my data, which kind of ignores how many kills we had to get to actually get to 1,500 drops. But that's fine. I'm really happy that people have been putting the data under scrutiny and that people are willing to go and actually do some tests. And yeah, hopefully we can combine our test methods at some point and really find some interesting stuff. So that'd be great. So link to his channel is in the description. Do go check him out. He's also got some great content around herald chaining. He was actually the traceback through from Vindication when I made the Flicker Herald Strike. So do check him out for that as well. He does some good stuff actually. So yeah, that's enough glazing. On with the tests. All right, guys, we're going to put two maps head to head, two hives next to each other, one on a tier 7, one on a tier 14. They're both pretty much the same maps. That's what the tier 14 looks like. I already opened the tier 7, but I'll pull the mods up now. We're just going to count the number of currency drops. It should be around the same amount of rarity, same pack size. They should all have 3 additional pits. Well, Abysses have 4 additional pits. That's fine. They should both have 4 additional pits. Don't die in the tier 7. And they should both have no additional content in them other than that. We will ignore any breaches or random spawning content. We're just going to kill the mobs and pick up the loot. All currency items will be picked up. So there's one over there. There's 2 over there actually. And we're just going to compare the numbers. There should be quite a stark difference, and there should be around the same number of kills. In fact, I'm expecting slightly more kills in the tier 14. It's larger pack sizes. But there should be, if the disparity is as big as that test showed over that much of a collection of data, then it should be quite obvious with one map what's happening. And then if people aren't getting drops, I can only put it down to either something else is happening with Rarity, still don't understand it, or they have enough Rarity. I don't know. As long as it doesn't bug out and not spawn the pits, like, that'll be really annoying. Maps are empty with no tablets on them. My god. On 10, 36, 8. It's not going to have spawned the pits properly, is it? Boss. There's one boss killed. I need to keep count to the boss because the boss count is broken. It doesn't show up. Okay. Where are the rest of our pits? Hello, pits? Oh, man. I mean, oh, there they are. There they are. Nice, this one had 4 pits. Well, there's more the number of rares that come out of them that matters. Oh, no. Wow, I had 6 pits. Right. More pits. Loot coffers or anything. Simply random each time. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a pretty limp map. With no breach or anything. Hopefully the next one is equally as limp. I will count the boss drops because we'll be killing the same boss each time. Yep. Got those showing up. Alright. Tier 14 time. I could only find a tier 14 on the market with the same stats, so I just kind of wanted to prove this out, so... right, no pads, no pads. How many kills did we get? It was 2 bosses, for sure. I can't see that. So it was 891 slash 57 slash 20. 20 is the important one, really, but all matters. And we dropped, we'll just dump it in just one of these. 2, 4, 9, 17, 18, 20, 22. 22. Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. There's 22 fucking drops, but... Right. Same map. Same amount of delirium. Same type of delirium. Hopefully we get similar number of monsters. Hopefully we get the same number of holes. We should ultimately get more monsters on the tier, on this tier, because the pack sizes should be slightly bigger. Shouldn't necessarily affect the rare monsters. Alright, there's the first boss, Omniphobia again. Omniphobia hunted by a cat. Oh, and Kosis. We get extra bosses on this one as well then. No currency. So Kosis and Osmosis. No rares yet though. Unusual. This holes. One of them at least. Oh god. We've got head under stacks. We are teleporting. I think it's that same orb of alchemy just making the noise. Oh god. I think we've got more pits. We've got 7 pits on this one as well. Eight pits on this one. My god, this one might as well be an overrun. Just got quite a lot of drops. Okay. It's not even closed. Fine. A few more rares. Let's put Oh, perfect. I think the drop's going to be... I think the drop's going to be the same. Genuinely do. 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah. Might even get more drops. Okay, literally the same. That is the same. Right? 6, 9, 17, 18, 20, 22, 12, 13, 16, 18, 20, 21. That's the same. We had one more boss, but other than that, they were the same map. They were literally the same map. With a few more magic monsters, but that was like, they couldn't have been closer. They couldn't have been closer. Huh? It's never outsource your science. It's a lesson I learned today. That was a tier 14 I used, which should enable some extra drops. So let's just go find another hive. There's another hive. Let's look at tier 16 in this one. Same sort of rarity. Same sort of key, right? Let's go. Gotta get charged up for this one. And we're off. So tier 16, no tablets. I guess this is typically what people would do. Oh, drops are coming. It's kind of at the rate I'd expect at the moment. If everything is even, and actually there is no accumulation going on. The accumulation is outpacing the thing. Heard about white monster kills already. Oh, Coaster sits like a truck on this difficulty. I've got used to them tier 7s, guys. Being a noob. Coming around, being a noob. In tier 7s. I'm just scared for my safety. As we move nearer to the abyss holes. On the overview in this one as well. Somewhere. Who knows where. Oh god. I'm back up to the pits. Back to the mines. The children yearn for the mines. Oh, can't pick up the copper. We can pick them up in any other tests. Thought I'd just debunk myself, but now I'm going with... I don't think I have. I think I think we could go with tier 14's the breakpoint. So actually what's fucked is the end game keys. And we only get 4 holes in this one, but we've still had 14 rares, right? So we have had less magic maps. Should have no pool in this map. It does look the same as the others, guys. Shit. Fuck, I almost blamed my almost blamed my illustrious assistant, Becky the Throat Gandhi. Shit. That would have been a... That's why you always measure twice, cut once, as they say. Well, actually, I was wrong at where the drop-off point was, by the looks of it. Well, not necessarily wrong, but, yeah, I wouldn't say I was wrong at where the cut-off point was, but the impact doesn't actually come in until tier 15 keys. So, yeah, fuck, shit. If you want to farm currency, it's tier 14 or below. You could probably get better results. You might even be able to get better results out of tier 14s, depending on the prices of Greater Chaos and Exalts. Yeah. God damn. That's like, okay, there's a couple fewer rares, but... yeah, like, ultimately the same numbers. That's crazy. Shit. That's really unexpected. But that is a stark difference, right? There you go. These are the drops from a tier 16. There's 10. Sorry guys, I missed off something important there. I'm not going to do any fancy graphs trying to disprove or anything, but there's the 3 maps head to head, the number of kills, whites, magic, rares, and bosses. There's how many pits were actually there, not that it makes much difference, it just puts more mobs in the map. And there's the drops, so we've got a tier 7, tier 14, all of these are run with no tablets, you saw them all in a tier 16. I don't know what's going on, but something's being squirreled away. The drops don't come in, by the way. These drops that get scored away don't come in until tier 15 or 16. They don't start dropping until 79, a lot of them. Some of them start dropping at 72. But it seems like it might not be that high a rate, potentially. I don't know. I expected a drop there, and then more of a drop here, basically. But, yeah. I guess we did get 3 bosses over the 2. A lot more magic mobs, which could account for some of the disparity. But the point is that huge drop-off there across 3 of the same maps. I mean, it's undeniable. It's undeniable again. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Catch you guys in the next video.